Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Woman injured in domestic dispute in St. Catherine, partner killed by police. The police have reportedly shot and killed a man who allegedly cut a woman's throat with a knife and attacked a policeman in Bendon District, St. Catherine on Sunday. The police reportedly responded to a call about a domestic dispute about 11:30 a.m. and on their arrival, observed the woman with a wound to her throat. Her partner, who was armed with a knife, was also spotted on the veranda. He was ordered to drop the knife, but he allegedly attacked the policeman, who took evasive action and fired shots, hitting the man. The injured woman and man were taken to hospital by the police. The man succumbed to his injuries while the woman was admitted. The Independent Commission of Investigation has launched a probe into the matter. Partially decomposed body of woman found in Trelawney. The Trelawney police are awaiting forensic results to determine the identity of a partially decomposed female which was discovered in Falmouth on Saturday. The police theorized that the woman was murdered elsewhere and dumped at the location where it was found. Reports are that the partially decayed body was discovered in bushes near Foreshore Road in the Trelawney capital by residents who then alerted the police. The law enforcers processed the scene, after which the body was removed to a funeral home. No motive has been determined for the suspected murder. Power of prayer. Some residents of Denhamton in Kingston believe that person who passed last week reduced the impact of an early morning gun attack at Wellington Street on Sunday, in which one man was shot and injured. It was just last week the pastor came and warned us. Look what happened now, one resident told reporters in the community on Sunday. Another resident confirmed that a preacher had in fact warned them that blood would be spilled in the community based on a vision he had. The resident believed that if the pastor had not prayed in the space, people would have died. Last week, the pastor would prophesy that 3 men would die on the one-way corner and 3 from the stream gang. It was a prayer that him come, mash it up. Me strongly believe that, because while a lot of predictions he make that I see fulfill, the resident stated. The reporters sought to get comment from Kingston West Police on the incident but was unsuccessful. However, residents said the shooting occurred between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. when gunmen in a motor vehicle opened fire on people which were already up and about doing their Sunday morning chores. According to the resident, one man was shot at least 3 times and was taken to hospital where he is being treated. Members of the Jamaica Defense Force who were posted in the community were said to have challenged the gunmen, but they escaped. Despite attempts by the security forces and some social groups to maintain peace in the community, gang activity and shootings are rampant. From January 1 to September 30 this year, the Kingston West Police Division, which has jurisdiction over Denham Town, reported 61 murders. It is unclear how many of the 61 murders were committed in Denham Town, but residents share that shooting, even with high-power rifles, happened from time to time. During the visit of reporters to the community, a few hours after the incident, tension was obvious, and while some residents refused to speak on the shooting, others were adamant that the senseless and spontaneous acts of violence made their lives miserable. Police yellow tape cornered off the scene of the attack, which spanned more than 50 meters, beginning just below the Denham Town Health Center down to North Street. I am scared. Nobody wants to get shot or die. I was in my house and I heard a lot of explosions. We believe it was Tivoli man come up in a van, come fire shot. Nothing is happening in Denham Town more than Tivoli man them always come fire shot up here. The man who got shot is not from around here. People know him, but he doesn't live here, one female resident stated. The gunmen were driving in a van, and they also fired at police and soldiers. The place is tense. You know, see how the place look. Overall, certain people can't go down the road and certain people can't come up the road. I don't know what really caused this incident this morning, but overall, I just want this war to done because it doesn't make sense. This war is going on a long time. I don't see what we are warring for. People have to lock up their shop early. The war is mashing up the place, the frustrated resident added. Another female resident said things are so bad that even a football competition that was being held to help maintain peace was suspended. All the peace football competition with all the different corners stopped because the violence then started back up in the community. A lady came out to empty her rubbish and almost got shot by gunmen who were wearing vests in the black Toyota Vaxi. There is a turf war going on in the community for a long time now between Denhamton and Tivoli. Men want to run the community, she claimed. Men up here don't want back Dudu's system. They want to live by themselves without anybody telling them what to do. Her reference was to the days when the incarcerated Tivoli Garden strongman Christopher Dudu held sway over large swathes of West Kingston. This morning, after 6 o'clock, the black Voxy pop up on the Wellington Street and Tipping Lane and start lick pure shot. The man got 2 shots in him back. I am calling for peace, love and unity. The infant school is just right beside the clinic. People are afraid to go to the Namtown Health Center because nobody wants to get shot. We are all in fear. It cannot continue like this, the angry resident stated. One elderly woman told reporters that she was awakened by the loud explosion Sunday morning and was so traumatized that she canceled all plans to venture out on the road. From morning, I want to go up the road and I am afraid. Too much gunshot and it look like it not going to stop. If the soldiers are not here, I don't go up on the road. As them gone, me gone inside, she stated. The place has to be cleaned up properly. I am not picking any side. Both up the road and down the road need to stop. I am not telling a lie, I'm afraid. You, afraid for sending a picnic at school? You wouldn't believe the amount of gunshot that wake them up this morning. Lots of people are awakened by gunshots. Oh God, man. What about the people at the Golden Age home in the community? Them supposed to traumatize because of pure elderly up there. If me get scared, can you imagine them who can't move and run up and down? Robinson laments pile-up of garbage in Southeast St. Andrew, blames NSWMA. Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Southeastern, Julian Robinson, is complaining about the garbage pile-up in his constituency, a situation he blames on the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA. It is simply unacceptable and inexcusable that residents in my constituency have to wait 3 to 4 weeks for their garbage to be collected. This should not exist in any civilized society, Robinson said this week as he made his contribution to the State of the Constituency debate in the House of Representatives. What is worse is that this is taking place after the recent acquisition of 50 new garbage trucks, Robinson added. He said the inability of the NSWMA to collect garbage in a timely manner is forcing residents to dispose of their garbage in ways that are harmful to the environment. They either dump the garbage in gullies, which ultimately ends up in the Kingston Harbor, or they burn it. Time come for us to get garbage collection right, stated Robinson. He said there is very significant garbage disposal issue in my constituency that needs addressing. Along Old Hope Road, from Chambers Lane down to Swallowfield, residents bring their garbage from the lanes onto the main road for it to be collected by the NSWMA truck. The problem is that the garbage is often not containerized and left on the side of the road. Once a garbage heap emerges, everyone dumps there, and that includes construction waste material and bulky items like old fridges and stoves. As soon as garbage is picked up, more is dumped there. Robinson is proposing that the NSWMA utilizes its smaller trucks and go into the communities directly and collect the garbage from the homes. He also stated that much of what is disposed of in the garbage can be composed. This could reduce household waste by anywhere between a third to a half of which the trucks have to collect. Given that this works and is an environmental friendly, why is it therefore an aggressive public education campaign around composting, he stated. Robinson said it was time for a program where the government partners with industrial companies which use drums for storage to donate them and go into communities and demonstrate how composting can be done. While we're talking about the solution, we are not doing enough to influence behavior change, nor are we empowering persons who may want to take their first step, he stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.